Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got...
Since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Tech. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Corners are going to bail. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. A run for the quarterback. Showing up. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They just keep firing. Gonna let it fly. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Oh, he's going to go up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance. Wide open. He makes the catch. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's McCutcheon. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
As a head coach, you'd love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He turns that loose down the right side. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Manning. He's going for it all. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Gonna swing it on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. throw. It's Mateer. Another incompletion on third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On the run, still looking. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Trying to set up the screen. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Wingo. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice isolation here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds his man. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Pulls it in. It's Burks. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He fires one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He'll start this drive firing. Working the middle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking to throw on first down. He's open on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Gibson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Burks. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Lost their fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years,
intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Turning it off. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Now on the move. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Coming out with it, it's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Line getting set on second down. The play action fake. Here's a heat. He's got it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets it fly. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes with the return. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Wingo. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up for the big play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Takes a hit as he fires. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession.
And he's got it inside the 35. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks to wear the crimson and cream, and he is fitting right in.
That boy good. I mean, what can't he do? Just spinning the ball down the field, making big plays, the space in the offense, the speed in the offense, always big-time explosive plays with the Sooners.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. With the catch, it's Burks. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the end route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Snatches it on the right. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They're going to run it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Got his man on the right. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll run play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he
should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Sategna. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Flushed out of the pocket. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stopped the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Manning. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Thrust that arm out. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Manning. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab deep. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The screen, he's got wheels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the free 5 yards. 1st and 5. Toss to the outside. Not enough space. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Calls his own number. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Corner's going to give them room. Not sure what good can come out of passing here. Buys a little time. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.